Welcome to our deep dive on USPL Season 3. We've got playout videos and player discussions, so we're ready to unearth the hidden gems. We're going deep, not just plays, but the players in tech too, and the USPL's impact on American cricket.
Yeah, it's really cool to see how the USPL is using innovation to improve the game, and also how it's helping young players and growing the sport in the US.
Let's jump into the final bells. The Mavericks and Cowboys battling it out. The Mavericks chose to bat first, but only got 144. Shubham Ranjan got a half-century, but it wasn't enough.
Right, and the Cowboys, they fought back from a tough start and won their second championship. Dilpreet Bajwa's 66 runs was a turning point. They really perform under pressure.
It's amazing how they came back. It shows their resilience and leadership. Speaking of leadership, those USPL playout videos gave us a look behind the scenes, like Jake Lintott, the Cowboys captain, talking about staying calm in tough situations.
Yeah, it's really interesting. He said he focuses on one ball at a time, takes each moment as it comes, doesn't get overwhelmed by the pressure of the whole match.
Yeah. And he talked about how he doesn't have strict plans for his bowlers. Instead, he adapts to the game's flow.
That's so interesting. You wouldn't think you'd go without a plan, especially in such a strategic sport. Do you think this gut feeling approach is confidence or a calculated risk?
That's a great question. Maybe both. You definitely need confidence to trust your gut, but it's risky too, relying on your ability to read the game and make split-second decisions.
And he loves those death overs, right? He said those final high-pressure overs are the most exciting. Maybe that's what makes him such a good captain.
Just so everyone's on the same page, those death overs are the last ones in a T20 match. Super high-pressure batsmen want to score, bowlers are trying to defend.
Exactly. So for someone like Lintott, who loves pressure, it makes sense why he likes them. Let's talk about another captain, Gajanand Singh of the Carolina Eagles. He mentioned Stephen Fleming as his captaincy role model. A leader known for being calm and strategic, quite the endorsement.
Definitely. Do you see any similarities between Fleming's style and what we've seen from Singh on the field?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Remember how Singh emphasized watching the ball closely? It sounds basic, but focusing like that under pressure, that's what a composed batsman does.
You're right, it does show composure. He also said something interesting about cricket growing in the U.S. He credited tournaments like the USPL for that growth. Seeing how the USPL is attracting international players, it's clear it's becoming a platform for global talent.
It's great to see the USPL shaping American cricket. Another player who came to the U.S. is Unmukt Chand, who plays for the California Golden Eagles. He was the youngest captain to win the Under-19 Cricket World Cup. What an achievement.
Wow, that's incredible. I wonder how leading a team so young shaped his views on leadership and teamwork.
Great question. It must have been a huge learning curve. He had such pressure and responsibility at a young age. His advice to young players was great too. Keep working hard, keep improving our game. It shows how important consistent effort and learning are even after success.
It's a good message for anyone, not just cricket. It reminds me of something Sandeep Singh, the USPL founder, said. He talked about grassroots development, integrating media and tech, and a sustainable monetization model. He's building a whole system, not just a league.
It seems like his vision is working. He talked about how awareness and excitement have grown over the past 3 years. They're broadcasting on more platforms and TV channels, and they launched a USPL app. Smart move in this digital age.
Definitely. And they're looking at AI for things like content creation, summarization, and video analysis. They're using tech to improve the game and create a better fan experience.
That's forward thinking. The USPL is leading the way in using tech to improve cricket. It's not just what happens on the field, but also connecting with fans off the field.
Speaking of those connections, we got some insights from Nitesh Mirchandani, the Chief Business Officer of Mindsprint, the Maryland Mavericks tech partner. He talked about how technology can improve fan engagement.
Right. Things like interactive experiences, player stats, and in-depth game analysis. He believes technology can bring players and fans closer.
And he talked about the importance of shared values, teamwork, innovation, and collaboration, things that are core to both Mindsprint and the Mavericks. It seems like their partnership is about more than just sponsorship. They share a vision and strive for excellence. It's cool how tech is becoming so crucial to the USPL's growth and fan engagement.
Definitely. It's not just about making the game better for players. It's about improving the experience for fans. And that's just the beginning of what we found in those USPL playout videos.
We've only scratched the surface. Let's look closer at some player discussions and see what else we can discover.
These playout videos are amazing. Remember Mukhtar Ahmed's century for the Cowboys against the Titans?
Oh, yeah. He dominated 123 runs and 59 balls. How did he keep that going the whole time?
It was a masterclass. Sanjay Krishna, bowling for the Titans, got 4 wickets, the most in the match, but even he couldn't stop Ahmed.
You know, it's interesting you mentioned Krishna. He was on the receiving end of Ahmed's power, but then he came back and got a century himself in the second innings.
That's right, he was the second centurion of that match. It shows he's a great all-rounder. It was a high-scoring game, wasn't it?
Totally. The Titans chased down that target.
Yeah.
They finished at 219 for 5 in just under 20 overs. T20 is crazy. The momentum changes so fast.
Crane started slow, right?
Yeah.
Their openers didn't do much, but then Krishna and Joshua James partnered up, and suddenly they were back in it. James, his 43 runs were key.
It makes you think maybe adapting is the most important thing in T20. You have to keep adjusting and take every chance you get.
Speaking of adjusting, remember how the Cowboys started with 3 losses in a row? It looked like they were falling apart.
It did.
Yeah.
And then they won the championship. Unbelievable. They didn't give up, learned from their mistakes, and came back stronger. That says a lot about them.
It shows they have that never-give-up spirit that champions need. Think about their eliminator match against the Titans. The Titans chose to bowl first and held the Cowboys to 152 for 9. Amran Malik was amazing for the Titans, taking 3 wickets for just 20 runs.
It seemed like the Titans had it in the bag. But then the Cowboys bowlers turned things around. Jake Lintott's bowling was the difference.
His googlies were incredible. Just so we're all clear, a googly is a ball bowled by a right-arm leg spinner that spins the opposite way to a normal leg break. Batsmen get tricked, and it can change the game, especially in those big moments. Lintott's googlies really confused the Titans.
And he didn't just get wickets. He controlled the whole pace of the game, making it tough for the Titans to get going. He finished with 3 wickets for 20 runs, and the Cowboys went to the final.
It was a masterclass in spin bowling and captaincy. He showed how much impact one player can have, especially when the pressure's on.
We've talked a lot about individual performances, but let's not forget the guys who were good all season, like Shubham Ranjan, man of the series, and he deserved it.
He was so good. 277 runs, 8 wickets. He was a threat batting and bowling. He got the Mavericks to the final. He always performed well under pressure. What a champion.
And Dilbert Bajwa, player of the match in the final. He got 66 runs off 45 balls. The perfect mix of aggression and control.
He was so calm. The way he paced his innings was amazing. He knew when to attack and when to hold back. It showed his skill and how well he understands the game.
It's great to see this league giving experienced players like Ranjan and Bajwa a chance to shine, but also helping younger players develop. Guys like Sanjay Krishna, with his century, and Joshua James, who had some important innings, show us the future of American cricket.
And it's not just about playing matches, is it? These USPL playout videos let us see how the players think, how they train, and how they approach the game.
Exactly. Like when Unmuck Chan talked about why he came to the U.S., it shows that there are more and more opportunities here and that cricket is growing in America.
He really believes in American cricket, and remember his advice. Keep working hard, keep improving your game.
So simple, but so true. It shows how important it is to be dedicated, disciplined, and always try to get better.
And other players agree with him. Jake Lintott talked about staying mentally and physically fresh during a tough tournament like the USPL.
He said he plays golf to relax, not what you'd expect from a cricketer. But it works for him. It helps him unwind, have fun with his teammates, and build that team spirit.
I love that. It shows there's no one right way to perform at your best. You have to find what works for you.
Gajanand Singh had some interesting thoughts on leadership. He talked about knowing what each player needs and managing them differently. It's not just about tactics, it's about creating a good atmosphere where everyone feels supported and motivated.
It's a different way of thinking about captaincy, focusing on each player and the team's success. It's cool to hear this straight from the players. And then we have Dwayne Smith, who in his conversation with Nitesh Mirchandani admitted that even though he's old school, technology is now essential in cricket.
He especially talked about using tech to analyze performance and find areas to improve. Even experienced players are using these advancements.
It shows how much technology is changing the game, from training and analysis to how fans watch and how it's broadcast. It's not just about the game itself, it's changing the whole experience.
And like Nitesh Mirchandani said, Mindsprint and the Maryland Mavericks share this belief in technology. Their partnership is about more than just branding. They have a shared vision for the future of cricket in the U.S., a future where technology is key.
They're showing how technology and sports can work together to create a better, more exciting experience for everyone. It's exciting to see how this partnership will grow.
And with the USPL planning to start a women's league next year, it's clear they want to grow the sport and make it more inclusive.
It's great that they're focused on making the sport open to everyone. This will bring in a whole new group of fans and players. The USPL is not just playing the game, they're shaping its future.
It's amazing what the USPL has done in just 3 seasons. The quality of play, the fan engagement, the use of technology, it all shows that cricket has a bright future in America.
So what stands out to you from all these discussions? Is it the players' personal stories, the innovative use of technology, or maybe the league's commitment to growth and inclusivity?
It's remarkable how the USPL is combining all these things. It's not just about winning, it's about building a community, trying new things, and inspiring new cricket fans.
It really feels like they've created something special. It makes you wonder if the USPL could be the next big sport in America. Could it be as popular as baseball, basketball, or football?
It's a big question, but I think it's possible. The USPL is entertaining and easy to understand. It's fast, exciting, and full of strategy. It appeals to hardcore fans and people who are new to the sport.
And they're smart about using technology to make watching the game more interactive and fun. Fans can connect with the players, follow the action, and feel like they're part of the USPL community.
Don't forget the international players, too. Bringing in stars from around the world raises the profile of the league and attracts fans globally.
They have a great formula. But the most important thing is passion. The passion of the players, the organizers, and the fans. You can see it in everything they do, and that passion will help the USPL grow and take American cricket to a whole new level.
It really is inspiring. After learning so much about the USPL, I'm even more excited about what they'll do next. They're doing something truly special. They're not just playing the game, they're changing it.
They're setting a new standard for cricket in America. It's a great story of innovation, perseverance, and pushing boundaries.
So as we wrap up our deep dive, keep your eyes on the USPL. There's something special happening, and you won't want to miss it.
It really is. They're doing things differently, creating their own place in American sports. It's not just copying what's already out there. It's something new and exciting for a new generation of fans.
Yeah, it feels like a movement.
Yeah.
And Season 3 was just the beginning. The skill level, the fans, the technology, it's all amazing.
It makes you think, could the USPL be the next big sport in America?
It's a big question, but I think it could happen. They've created something that's fun to watch and easy to understand. It's fast, it's exciting, and there's a lot of strategy involved. It's good for people who already love cricket and people who are just discovering it.
And they're using technology in a really smart way to make it more interactive for fans. People can connect with the players, follow the game, and feel like they're part of the USPL community.
And they're bringing in international stars, which makes the league more well-known and attracts fans from all over the world.
It's a recipe for success. But the secret ingredient is passion. The players, the organizers, the fans, they're all so passionate. You can see it in everything they do. And that passion will help the USPL grow and make American cricket even bigger.
It's inspiring, isn't it? After this deep dive, I'm even more excited about the USPL's future. They're doing something really special, something that matters.
They're setting a new standard for cricket in America. Their story is one of innovation, never giving up, and pushing the limits of what's possible.
So, to wrap things up, keep an eye on the USPL. You won't want to miss what they do next.